escape the dungeon.
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your host and game master, and I am joined by three stellar players. Zach Brass.
That was a little aggressive.
Dom Brass.
That was the perfect amount of aggressive.
And Nate Brass.
That's me. What's up? Hi, Internet.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Scum and Villainy, a Forged in the Dark game, published by Evil Hat Productions. Guys, I'm in a hurry.
Why?
Why are you in a hurry?
I think this is going to be a meaty episode, big, chunky, meaty episode. There's a lot I want to talk about, and we don't have time, you guys. We don't have time. So let's get through this banner quickly. Nate, I want to start with you. How good of a test taker were you in school?
Decent.
Yeah?
Mostly A's, some B's.
Yeah, I feel like most curious about you because, you know, Zach and I, we graduated in the same year, same school. I know how Zach was as a student, okay? I know. And Dom, I don't know, just something about your vibes. But Nate, I was curious.
What does that mean?
Dom, how were you as a student? How were you as a test taker in school?
Well, wait, how do you think I was?
Middling is what I would guess.
I think that's pretty generous. Yeah, sure. Tests are stressy and, you know, homework's a lot.
If it weren't for tests, I would have failed.
You were also a non-homework doer, right, Zach?
That was the main thing.
Me
Yeah,
too.
that was in fact, a lot of my teachers in the classes I was good at just lied and said I did my homework because they liked me and they knew it was really bringing down my grade.
Yeah, I actually had a project in college I didn't do, and the teacher just didn't count it against me because I otherwise just aced the class. It was great.
How would you guys rate your memories? Do you feel like you have good or bad or okay memories?
No comment.
Mixed bag, you know. I remember a lot of really random shit, like lots of completely pointless facts, but, you know, I don't know what I had for dinner 3 days ago.
I have a steel trap. I'm flawless. What can I say? I remember everything that's happened in this entire campaign.
Ooh, it's interesting you say that, Nate, because I do have a little quiz prepared for you, and it's gonna test your memories of the campaign. Because hey, fun fact, as we record this, we are releasing our first episodes in a couple of days. And so because of that, I've been going back and re-listening to some of our earlier stuff to, you know, make sure the quality's up to snuff to release to our adoring public.
We've decided it's good enough.
And it got me thinking that there's definitely some stuff that I know I've forgotten about. And one of those big things that, you know, is on me, I forgot, is making sure that we were on top of tracking our XP gains for this campaign. It's something we said we were going to do every 3 to 4 episodes, and I think we did that maybe 3 times before totally forgetting about it. We've got like 10 plus episodes of backlog that you guys need to gain experience for. And so I've been thinking about how I want to handle this. And because this is at least in part my error, I'm going to give you some XP for free.
Ooh, that's
But because this is also, I mean, let's be honest, your fault too. You should have been reminding me. I'm not going to give you all the XP for free. I'm going to make you earn some of that. And I'm going to make
shit.
you earn it by answering trivia questions about this campaign. How do you feel about that?
I think that sounds fun.
Bring it on.
I think I got this.
Okay, guys, this is going to be questions that cover the entire length of the campaign. There's 4 questions with 2 bonus questions. For each one you get right, that's 1 additional XP for all of you. On top of that, I will give you 5 XP for free right now. And you can apply that to either your playbook XP track or your skill XP tracks, just to remind you. And 5 for your crew XP as well. This counts for crew XP as well. Are you guys ready to take this test?
Yeah, 100%.
First question, how many planets have you traveled to in the Procyon sector?
Oh, let's look at the map
Oh,
here.
fuck.
What was the name of the first planet?
Akiti.
Akiti. Okay, and then we went to the second planet.
We're on Lithios.
We went to Nightfall.
Did we go somewhere? Did we go to a different planet to meet Bobbio, or was he just on Nightfall?
Oh, he was on some like little shitberg fucking nothing, wasn't he?
That's what I thought.
He was on like a space rock.
Yeah, does that count as a planet?
Does that count as a planet? I think it was a moon.
Are you trying to? Is that like a trick question here? Does that count as a planet?
Yeah, this isn't some Pluto shit, is it?
This is not a trick question.
All right, we're gonna count that as a planet. Did you go to another planet to talk to what's her face, dude?
Oh, right. Yeah, we stopped on a planet, didn't we, before we went to Lithios?
I would say 4 at most.
Okay, Zach, what are you thinking?
I mean, it's 4 or 5 for sure.
What's the final answer?
Okay, 4. 4 is our final answer.
The final answer is 4. The correct answer is 6.
Fucking god damn it!
6 planets? Wow.
Yes, you started on Akiti, where you did the Grand Faraniki job. Then you went to Mem, the water planet, where you delivered the Grand Faraniki and spent some
we did
downtime.
go all the way.
yeah.
I thought that was
Mem.
Nightfall. I thought it was the same thing.
Me
I forgot.
too. I
Then you
forgot.
went to Baftoma, which was that waste planet where you met Bobbio and the Wreckers. Then you went to Nightfall. Then you went to Shemaya, the sand planet that you met the Cult of the Seekers. And then you went to Lithios.
That's what I thought.
So 6 planets total.
All right, so we missed just Mem was the one that Dom and I had missed.
Right,
That's-
yeah. The good news is you did successfully name 2 or more of the planets, which means I'm going to give you a bonus point.
Let's freaking go, dude.
So you missed out on the base point, but you got the bonus.
Dude, bonus points are even more impressive, so this is a win.
Next question. This is multiple choice. Which of these factions have you not interacted with? A. Turner Society. B. Night Speakers. C. Conclave 01. D. Sahir.
So it's B or D?
The Sahir, did we...
That sounds familiar, right?
So here in the Night Speakers. I think it's the Night Speakers.
Your answer for which of these factions you have not interacted with is the Night Speakers. The correct answer is the Night Speakers.
Let's
Oh,
go!
1 more XP for you. Okay, third question. Which character was the first to overindulge in their vice?
I think Cypher did it first.
I'll go with Cypher.
Okay, we're going with Cypher. Locking it in.
Your answer for who was the first to overindulge in their vice was Cypher. The correct answer, because I'm not 100% sure and you guys seem so confident, I'll just give you that bonus point, or that XP.
Dude,
All
we're so good at
right.
this. We're bullying the
5.
GM. No big deal.
So I'll give you, in fact, a bonus point on top of that. So 2 XP for that question.
Dude, we're so good at this.
Okay. Final question. And this is not a group question. This is just for Zach. But Zach, if you get it right, it's a XP point for everybody.
Oh, don't fuck up.
Zach, I'm asking you because you can never remember this. What is the name of the rival hunter you first encountered on Akiti and who is currently hunting you?
Hold on, give me a second here. Oh god.
Oh no,
I
Zach!
don't remember.
Stop! You know this.
I know. I always remember when I'm not playing, by the way. I just never remember when we are playing. For some reason, he's one of those doer names, you know? Oh. Ooh, hold on. Give me a second here. Razor.
Yes, it is Razor. I almost feel like I shouldn't give it to you for how long it took you to get that, but
Honestly, you shouldn't. But
But you didn't hit the buzzer. I didn't hear any beeping, so...
Okay, so you guys got 5 questions right out of 6, which means that's going to be 5 XP on top of the 5 I already gave you, 10 XP all around to the crew, to the characters. The characters can spend that either on their playbook or their attributes. Go ahead and apply those, and then let's talk about what you got. What's everybody's new toys to play with?
well, for the crew, we spend 4 cred to upgrade our crew.
Ooh, very nice. And so you guys were at crew 0, and so now you'll go up to crew level 1. And what that kind of means, you can almost think of that as your crew stepping up the social ladder of the Procyon sector. You're going to be taken a little more seriously now. Your reputation is a little more, ingrained. But also that's sort of like a passive buff to your various pieces of equipment, your blasters, your stun weapons, etc. Previously, you guys were tier 0, and so basically everything you came up against was tier 1 or higher and was more powerful than you. But now you're going to be suddenly be on more equal footing with some of these threats. And so you might see that your equipment, your capabilities are just sort of inherently a little more potent against those things. So that might not seem like the flashiest upgrade at first, but I like it. I think it's going to be huge for you guys.
It's about time they started taking us more seriously anyway.
Let's go. Let's go.
And how about for your individual characters? Anybody got anything they want to talk about?
Ooh. Well, Crash is just generally better at fighting, sneaking around, and never tell me the odds. My new ability allows me to generate Gambit on desperate rolls as well.
Oh, that's nice. Because, yeah, previously it was not on desperate. And you've been making a lot of desperate rolls lately. So that should come in handy.
Yeah, I assume that's going to be the trend, so...
Gorpheus just got some Jedi mind tricks, or way
mental manipulation.
Yeah, mind manipulation stuff. So some just fun stuff.
Okay, I'm sure we'll see that come up. And anything for Cypher?
I was 1 away from leveling up Insight, so I did that. And I was 1 away from leveling up Prowess, so I did that. And I was 2 away from leveling up and getting an ability, so I did that. And then I had 6 left over, so I leveled up my Resolve. So I got them all.
Oh, so yeah, you got like a little bit of everything. Very nice. Yeah, so the Phoenix 13, becoming better scoundrels and pilots and medics and mystics. all across the board. Let's see how much it helps you out. You guys ready to play?
Hell yeah!
Crash, Cypher, and Gorpheus have descended into the frozen mouth of madness and returned, though not unscathed nor untouched by the weirdness of the way. Their friends with the Cult of the Seekers have left Cold Lithios behind for Aquatic Mem and invited our heroes to join, but decisions still need to be made when threats and opportunities abound. What will the future hold for the Phoenix 13? Baby, baby, Phoenix 13.
Nice.
Nailed it. That was beautiful.
The job on Lithios is done. We are going to move into downtime. We're going to hit these in order, starting with the payout. Lisaya and your bra Rahim, your bra and mine, have left for Mem, invited you to join them, but they have parted for now, but have given you a cred stick, which as you transfer the funds over to your account, you see that there are 3 creds on that.
Well, I mean, it was a pretty dangerous job for 3 creds, Scorpius. I mean, a little cheap, don't you think?
No, it's well, I mean, they're more of like a startup, really. They don't have necessarily infinite resources to just throw at stuff. They're doing important work, and I think that's the kind of work we want to do.
The question for you now is, do you want to pay 1 cred for ship maintenance?
We kind of have to, don't we? Who? All right, look, what's everyone's cred count at? Fork up the cash.
All right, I'll pay for it this time.
Okay, so you pay to maintain your ship, do some routine diagnostics and tests on it, make sure that everything is working out okay.
Yeah, so hopefully, it doesn't break down on us again just in time for a bunch of pirates to show up.
Well, here's the thing. You also are going to gain and lose status. You made a devil's bargain to lose additional status with the Agony. So after that, you go down to a -2 with them.
Oh no, the crazy Cronenberg cult doesn't like us?
Yeah, right?
That does mean that you are just 1 away from being at war with them. Just to keep that in mind.
Nah, dude, they're stuck on a frozen wasteland. They'll never get out. We're good. We're good, guys. Don't be worried.
We'll probably never see them again.
Almost certainly.
No way they're ever going to come back into this campaign.
Of course not. You also did a job for the Cult of the Seekers. Now, this is your second job to do that you did for them. And here's something that I am going to be house ruling ever so slightly, is that by the book, to increase your status with a faction, again, requires you to do more than 1 job. And I just don't really like that. I don't want to have you guys doing like 1,000 jobs for 1 faction just so they'll be your friends. So normally it would take you 2 jobs to increase status from 1 to 2 and 3 jobs to increase from 2 to 3. I'm going to reduce both of those by 1 just for our campaign. So this was your second job for the Cult of the Seekers. That's going to put you up to 2 status with them. If you want to go to 3, you'll need to do 2 more jobs for them.
I like that.
Yeah, this is good. We're in a good spot here, guys.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Next step of downtime is heat. I've decided I am going to tick 2 segments of heat for this job because it was kind of smooth and quiet with low exposure because you are at the bottom of an icy crevasse, but I believe you did accept a devil's bargain to increase the heat by 1, bringing you to 2. that is going to max out the IOTA system's heat track and increase your wanted level from 0 to 1.
Let's go.
Again, that doesn't
great.
mean you're immediately going to be thrown in jail and your character removed from the campaign. It just means that, more people are aware of you, more people are sort of interested in you, and maybe like collecting a bounty on your head or something like that. We'll have to see. The next step of this is the entanglement, and we're going to roll on the wanted level 1 track for that. So I'm going to need a D6 from somebody.
Okay, I'm not doing it.
All right, I got you. 3.
A 3 on wanted level 1 is an entanglement called interrogation.
Oh, great.
So here's what's gonna happen. You guys are in Solitude Colony on Lithios. You've finished up your job. The Cult of the Seekers have left for Mem, and you guys are, you're figuring out what your next move is. You're counting your creds, you're doing your accounting, considering what jobs you have. And at some point, the 3 of you split up. You go about and you start to do maybe your downtime activities, maybe you're just asking around for information. One of you gets grabbed. I would like, let's get another D6 roll. We'll say a 1 to 2 is Crash, a 2 to 3 is Cypher, or a 3 to 4 is Cypher, a 5 to 6 is Gorpheus.
5.
Easy.
I was kind of hoping it'd be me.
And so, Gorpheus, what do you think, you are trying to do as you split off from the crew?
So, Gorpheus ventures out into town and goes to find, the drugs so he can meditate.
Yeah. So you are wandering the subterranean streets of Solitude Colony, and this is a weird place. You didn't spend a ton of time in here before the job. We kind of rushed through that particular downtime. But as you are walking around, you notice some very strange things. You see a bunch of people milling about in the street that all seem to have the same faces, and there's just weirdness going on all around. You're getting weird fluctuations in the way that just you feel are sort of inherent to this planet, and you're sort of distracted in the tumultuous nature of this place and contemplating it. And before you know it, there are a pair of system guards that are flanking you on either side, and they grab you by the shoulders and they drag you into a cell.
Oh dear.
And this is not something you get to role play your way out of. This is not a thing that you can try to resist or save. This is a binary option in front of you.
Oh dear.
These officers, they're asking you about your business here in Solitude Colony on Lithios. They're really putting the pressure on you. They are holding you, detaining you for hours upon hours. You have to decide, do you want to try and pay off these guards, which will cost you 2 cred, or do you let them sweat it out of you, which means you will take a level 2 harm, and you tell them what they want to know, which will give your crew +2 heat in this system.
Okay, as much as I'm okay giving them heat, I am not okay taking a level 2 harm right now. I'm not about that life.
Yeah, as you realize these are the 2 options in front of you, they're taking out their stun batons and, doing that thing where it's just patting it down on their hand over and over to show you that they mean business. The one is turning off the security camera footage in the cell. You realize you're in a pretty bad place right now.
Whoa, guys! Why beat up 1 Xeno when you could each get 1 cred, which is 2 cred?
They look at each other, and the one scratches his chin. The other shrugs his shoulders. Well, I suppose I could maybe let you off with a warning this time for a small 2 cred donation to the policeman's ball.
There you go, right? That's great. You guys will have like, a nice little dance.
Yeah, a little dance. And they like give each other a weird knowing look and they both laugh.
What? What is it? I don't like that.
You don't have to like it, Zeno.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Racism. That's cool.
Yeah, we're cops on an ice planet. We don't like people like you.
Wow. Okay. Whatever, man. That's fine.
Did you expect us to be
Hey,
socially liberal?
I mean, you could just be cool guys, just not racists, whatever,
No,
man.
we live on a terrible world. I haven't seen the sun in 5 years.
Okay, now you guys sound like Cypher. Like, oh my god, this is the worst planet ever.
It's pretty bad. Now give us our money or we'll beat the crap out of you.
Okay, here's the money. There you go. I give them 2 cred. This is not as fun as I thought it would be.
When Crash hears about this, he's going to give you a talking to.
I don't care.
We don't give creds to cops.
I mean, Gorpheus does.
So that means suddenly, between all your expenses so far, you are now out all of the creds that you earned on that job.
Well, it's okay. We actually had decent amount of creds.
But now that you have finished up with your entanglement, that does mean you're down to your downtime activities. Before you decide what you want to do, just for the sake of transparency for both you and our beloved audience, I want to set the stakes real quick. There is currently a Razor Attacks clock that is set at 5 of 6 segments. When that 6th segment ticks, we will immediately launch into a job. Cypher did make a deal with me, though, during your last downtime period when he sabotaged Razor's ship. If you leave Lithios, I will remove 3 segments on that clock because he will be less capable of following after you.
Should we do that? Should we go to a better planet for downtime? Should we be like, fuck this shitty ice planet?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm kind of thinking.
Should we just go back to Mem to party?
Before you decide to do that, I'll remind you that you do have a potential job here on Lithios.
We do. But we've got a tracker on him, right?
So we'll just wait for him to do all the homework and inevitably try to track us down.
Exactly. We're just going to wait for him to sort of come by where he's done the job and be like, oh, let's zip on in here, take the bounty, and be on our way.
And he hates us because we made fun of him, so he'll definitely try to capture us at some point.
And just so everyone knows, how is everyone doing on harm and stress?
Poorly.
I feel great.
I have a level 2 harm.
I got a level 1 harm.
And I'm 1 away from stressing the fuck out.
Yeah, so it sounds like you guys could really use some time with some doctors and some vices. Now, Cypher, you are doing okay on stress because you basically hit your breaking point on that last job.
I've been traumatized.
You are. You have to mark a trauma. And you also elected, just for funsies, to start with a trauma as well.
Yeah, I did do that.
How do you feel about that decision now?
I feel good. If I think without that, there would be no chance of Cypher dying during the course of this campaign. And now I feel like there's a little bit of a chance.
There is a little bit of a chance because I may have misspoken on this last episode. I'm not 100% sure. But just so you know, if a character hits 4 traumas, they are too traumatized to continue a life of adventure and must retire.
Yep. So I got 2 traumas left.
It's all right. He's famous. He'll survive.
With all those cards on the table, what's the plan?
Well, I think we should go to a better planet. Back to Nightfall or Nem or something. out of the iota because we're wanted here, right?
Yeah. And I think we're wanted in Breck as well. So, yeah, I mean, we have a thing at Mem, so we can just go to Mem.
Yeah, let's do the mem thing then.
I mean, we could go to Mem, but I will say this: these guys don't pay very good. We've done a couple jobs for them. Do we really want to stick to this, this path that we seem to be on of helping this cult that are cheap?
You're right. Aura lives on Nem. Or Mem. The info broker.
We make real money.
He gave us the Grand Fariniki job last time, and, that paid really well.
And you do know that Mem was the home of the Turner Syndicate that you did that job ultimately for. They were the client that you were put in touch with. And they were certainly willing to work with you some more.
Yeah, so we do have some good contacts in Mem. And, if it just so happens that we run out of stuff to do, then we can help out the cultists.
All right. You've sold me.
All right, to Mem.
And so, Cypher, you set course for Mem as the Phoenix 13, this burnt orange tow truck spaceship. I feel like we don't have to emphasize that enough.
Let's go.
Pulls out of the frozen wastes and returns into the frozen void of space instead. And you start making your way from Lithios to one of the inter-system gates that takes you then to the Rin system, which you then fly all the way across. And as you get to the gate that will lead you to the Holt system, where Mem is, Crash, you get a little ping on your personal comms device.
This is Crash Jordan, captain of the Phoenix 13. What can I do for you?
It's like an email. You got an email.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I check it.
You see that you have gotten a text message from an old friend of yours, contact, maybe better term. Alonda the Banshee Pile, the Pirate Queen. How would you describe? I'm sorry, Zach. I'm not asking you. I'm asking Crash. How would Crash describe his relationship with the Pirate Queen?
Well, it's not bad. It's not good either. It's both. It's both good and bad.
Yeah.
She probably wouldn't kill him, She probably kind of likes him and lets him do his thing unless he, gets, does stupid stuff.
But is that what Crash believes?
They're old friends.
And the message you got, Crash, it says, Jordan, I've been hearing your name a lot recently. Seems Thorn is quite upset with you for some reason. Life's a lot less fun for everyone when Thorn is upset. I suggest you deal with this, if only for my benefit. Yours, the Banshee.
What does she mean, deal with it? Does she want us to kill Thor?
Wait, she's telling us to kill Thorn, the pirate guy who wanted to kill us?
I mean, if we have to.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a win-win.
I mean, it's probably not a bad idea. It just, seems like a weird request from the Pirate Queen for us to go kill some of her pirates, That's why I'm a little concerned I'm misinterpreting the email.
No, I mean, you read it to us. That's definitely what it means. And Cypher and I are good at, like this is easy.
Well, I guess we are good at this. This is a good job to give us.
No, that's true. We already showed ourselves to be very proficient at killing pirates.
Thorn is probably looking for us. Do we want to, make a big show of where we are or where we're going? Send, the pirates on our trail so we can lure him out? Be our own bait?
Crash, you would probably know that the reason you got this message is that it was probably coming from the Cove, which is a basically the pirate home space station that is in the Rin system that you're currently in.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, these kind of messages don't really send over systems. So at the very least, you know, you got it from the Banshee in this system. So the Cove could be a good place to go if you want to look into this more.
Well, we are here, guys. I mean, you know, stop by the Cove. I've got some old friends there. You know, we could have some drinks, upgrade the ship a little bit. You know, the pirates have the best ship upgrades.
Okay, so I like this. This could be fun. But my only thing is, if we go down there to the pirate, you know, planet, are we gonna get abducted or something because you pissed someone off or we pissed someone off? We did kill a lot of pirates.
Baby, I just read an email from the Pirate Queen. We're good.
That's true. She did just send us on an assassination quest.
Look, I'm just saying, Pirate Queen probably pays better than cultists.
I agree with Crash. I think we should go. It seems pretty cut and dry to me. It seems like a great idea. Nothing can go wrong with that.
No reason why we shouldn't do it. Yeah. All right. Perfect. We're taking a detour to the Cove then.
Imagine how much we'll get for killing this Thorn guy.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully she'll pay us. But definitely we could do our rest. And you know what? They've got some awesome places to relax on the Cove. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it, especially if you like watching bar fights.
I'm not crazy about bar fights.
They do lots of betting on them, Cypher. You should, you know, pretty much everywhere you go, people betting on bar fights randomly.
I love it. I'm in. I'm sold.
And so it sounds like, Cypher, you re-enter the coordinates and you change your destination from Mem to the Cove. And as you approach the Cove, the home of the Maelstrom, you see that this is a space station that is made out of derelict spaceships and cargo containers and scrap metal that has all sort of been fused together in a makeshift, space station. It's really ramshackle and rough and tumble looking, but this is definitely not Crash's first time here, at least, and you know that it is ultimately one of the safer places to be in the Procyon sector, provided you're not on Pirate's bad sides. And you guys do currently have -1 status with the Maelstrom, but that is probably okay.
Yeah, but he's friends with the Pirate Queen. We're good.
Friends with the Pirate Queen, yeah. But also, and this is definitely something that Crash would be aware of, the unique rule for the Cove in the book is conflicts at the Cove are rampant, but by Banshee's decree, no murder is allowed. Those needing to settle blood feuds resort to kidnapping and killing folks outside the Cloud, which is like the debris that sort of revolves around the space station. So no killing within the Cove.
You gotta love a pirate's code.
Yeah, you do not want to break the Pirates Code, guys. They will peel your skin or something.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey, if they're not gonna demand money from us, we have no reason to kill them.
Oh my god. Who are we?
You could still use a stun gun.
And so you guys dock at the Cove, and as you exit, you get into the hangar, and you start wandering through the station. Just imagine like the piratiest space pirates you've ever seen, like full on eye patches, space peg legs, hooks for hands, just ridiculously piratey. You hear a lot of yars and avasts as you start walking around. It seems like this is where you have settled for your downtime, so we will go into that. Everybody has 2 downtime activities that they can take. Does anyone have anything in mind of what they'd like to do here on the Cove?
When taking money out of my stash, is that a 2-to-1 ratio? Like I have to take 2 out?
2-to-1, yeah. So you need to take 2 out to get 1 cred. And the important thing about stash, just to keep in mind, is while you absolutely can do that, if your character does retire, whether that's from, getting those 4 traumas or something else, the state of their life after they retire is determined by how much stash you have. So if you are forced to retire and you have no stash, that's a very sad ending for your character.
Well, I'm gonna indulge my vices.
Classic.
Crash is gonna go drinking with the pirates.
Yeah, so you wind up at a pirate bar. You get like a full-on wooden mug full of grog, and you're like, where did you even get a wooden mug? This is space, but
They grow their own wood.
Yeah, absolutely. There's like a botanical garden in the Cove, where they grow trees that they can use to like make treasure chests
and wooden mugs,
yeah.
bar tops for the
Ships
bars,
and bottles, and yeah.
And for some reason, a bunch of the ships have wooden doors, just on hinges. Just swinging ones like at a saloon.
Yeah. So you go ahead and start drinking with the pirates, Crash.
Oh, nice mahogany.
And as you are indulging, you are going to roll your resistance roll, your worst attribute rating.
All right, well, I have 2 that are just as bad, but they're not nothing, so... Ooh, all right, 3. Not too bad.
You are going to remove 3 stress from your track, and you have a good time with the pirates, but something a little strange does happen. When you get to the bar, Crash, you spot immediately that there is a Xeno there that is of the same species as Gorpheus. A tentacled, 3-armed, 1 little arm guy sitting in the booth. He has sort of like almost like neon pink colored skin as opposed to the duller colors of Gorpheus. And you see that he's got tattoos all over his tentacles that cover his beak. And as he like spots you staring at him, he like raises his mug, and the little arm invites you to come over and drink with him.
All right, yeah, obviously. Hey, what's going on? I got a friend that's one of you.
Jesus.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, actually, he's one of my best friends, as a matter of fact. Yeah, he's actually on this planet here, or the ship's here.
Oh, I don't see my kin too often in the Cove, but it's good to hear that another one has found his way home. And the little hand extends out to you to a handshake. And he says, a friend of one of my kin is a friend of mine. You may call me Praxis.
Oh, nice to meet you, Praxis. My name's Crash Jordan.
Oh, well met, Crash Jordan. Tell me, are you in the need of, any oddities or antiquities? You see, old Praxis is a bit of a merchant. Always willing to make a deal for a new friend if you, have something you need.
Oh, yeah? Well, you got anything interesting?
Oh, I've lived for several 100 years, my friend. I've acquired all manner of treasures in my time, and I would be more than willing to show them to you and your friends as you are spending time on the Cove. Just come to my shop on the morrow, and perhaps we may make a deal.
Oh, you got it. We'll be there.
And he raises his mug to you and he says, "To new friends, Crash Jordan."
To new friends.
And you go to raise your mug and your arm won't raise.
Huh.
It's like you feel a great pressure pushing down your left hand.
I try to raise my other hand.
Your other hand raises just fine.
I try to take my other hand and pick up my other hand, the one that can't move, with the hand that can move.
And it feels like you are trying to lift something that does not want to be lifted. Like as if there is another force that is like actively trying to keep you from moving your hand, and you keep trying to pull it harder and harder, and then all at once that pressure is gone and your hand rises up super quickly and you splash the mug, like the grog in the mug, all over your face.
Ah, good one.
And you feel a small tingling in your left hand. A tingling that feels joyful and mischievous.
Oh, gosh.
Last job, you took a devil's bargain that some presence was going to stow away on you.
Oh, God, did I? I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I know. I totally forgot.
I want you to mark a level 2 harm, but this isn't going to be a traditional harm. Let's call this prankster spirit.
All right.
You've got something seemingly living in your left hand now that is going to try and have some fun with you.
Crap, I am going to have to get that dealt with.
This is a harm that is not going to go away via normal means of healing.
I figured.
You'll have to find some other way to deal with this. And this isn't something that is always going to bother you. Just
when you feel like it.
Just when I feel like it, yeah. And so this merchant, Praxis, watches you splash yourself with a grog, and there's a moment of pause, and then he lets out the loudest laugh you have ever heard in your life. And his tentacles are like writhing, and he seems greatly amused by this. You do lose that stress, so don't worry about it, but you got another problem to deal with now.
Yeah, and I gotta go get another drink.
From there, how about we jump over to Cypher? Cypher, what would you like to do for your downtime here on the Cove?
I would like to use my new special ability, Side Job.
Oh, interesting.
You may spend a downtime activity in port doing odd jobs. Gain 1 cred. If there are rumors floating about, the GM will tell you of them.
Interesting.
So I kind of want to flavor this as Cypher for once winning when they go to gamble. Just going down to the fighting pit, I believe Crash said.
Yeah, there's absolutely a fighting pit.
Placing some good bets for once. Coming up a cred heavier, and some information may come out of it.
Interesting. Okay, so yeah, gain a cred, and let me tell you a rumor that you hear down in the fight pits. So, Cypher, you head down to the fighting pits, and you see that there are, it's this almost coliseum setup. Down below you see these 2 heavily tattooed, bandana wearing, space parrot on their shoulder pirates, just beating the ever-loving crap out of each other. And you're placing your bets and you're having a good time right when the one fighter that's down there just gets hit square in the jaw, falls flat on his ass, and doesn't stand up for the full 10 count. and the other guys declared the winner. There's this guy next to you, and he sort of like claps you in the back in celebration, as he was clearly betting on the same guy that you were, the guy that just won. You were so focused on the fight at first that you didn't realize that while this guy is human, he's heavily augmented. He's got a lot of cybernetic parts on him. And the hand that claps you on the back is a full-on, like, robotic hand. Like, robotic hand all the way up the arm to the shoulder. It's all mechanized. Yeah, brother, yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I really needed that one. I was deep in the hole. Looks like I might be coming up positive.
You and me both, my friend. You and me both.
That was a big win, big comeback.
And he offers his mechanized hand to you. First time I've seen you around these parts. The name's Kiev.
Nice to meet you, Kiev. I am Cypher, the greatest pilot in the galaxy.
Wait a second. You're Cypher?
The one and only greatest pilot in the galaxy. Trademarked.
I saw your race. I watched that. You beat that dinghole, Choss, right?
Yes, quite the dingle indeed. It was a tough race, but honestly, you know, when you're the best, you know it, you feel it, and you win. It's a pleasure to meet a fan. Did you want me to sign your arm, or?
Oh, hell yeah. Would you?
That would be my honor, of course. I love meeting the fans. It's, you know, what really keeps me doing what I do. That and just, you know, having fun with the crew. So you've been a pirate long, Keith? It seems awesome here.
Oh, I'm not a pirate per se. I'm with the syndicate, the Cobalt Syndicate. And you see that he's wearing like this blue jumpsuit uniform looking thing. Yeah, I'm just I'm on leave. You know, hey, perk of the union, right? Paid time off. And I just figured I'd come down, kick it a little, you know, maybe see if there's any odd jobs to do before I, you know, go back to the real work.
Hear of anything good?
You know what? I have heard something. Something I think you might actually be interested in. You see, the syndicate, we've got a vested interest in labor concerns. And, you know, not just here in this system or this sector, but across the entire galaxy. And, you know, we like to think we're looking out for the little guy, trying to get the boot off our back, you know what I'm saying?
Always respect the little guy. I love that.
And, you know, we actually have quite a number of Urbots in our membership. You know, a lot of these ignorant types, they think the Urbots are coming to take our jobs. No, the Urbots are part of us. And we fight for them just as much as we fight for Xenos, just as much as we fight for humanity. Well, you know, there are some folks that are less interested in that, you know. Some folks that are trying to keep people like me down, and he raises his cybernetic arm, and certainly keeping people like you down. Are you following me?
I think I'm following. What would you need from me?
And he gets like real close to you, and he says, "Now you didn't hear it from me. You didn't hear this from old Kiev. The Guild of Engineers, they're up to no good these days.
I knew it.
They're working on something nasty. I don't know if this is true or not. I heard a rumor that they're trying to build a device that would deactivate a large number of unregistered cybernetic devices.
Oh, God. No.
Yeah. I'm just guessing you're not registered.
Well, I think I'm a little bit out of date.
Don't worry, I'm not registered either.
Shit, it seems like I'm gonna have to blow up the guild.
He pats you on the shoulder again, and like as he backs away, he just gives you like one finger over the lips. Didn't hear from me.
Of course not. I like you, Keeve. You know what? You're not even gonna have to pay for the autograph. This one's on me.
Oh my god.
I appreciate that, greatest pilot in the galaxy. And so Keeve disappears into the crowd, and you are left with this ominous rumor. And let's kick over to Gorpheus. What would you like to do for downtime on the Cove?
Gorpheus is going to indulge his vice of meditation.
Sure. So while this is getting pretty typical. While Crash is out getting wasted and Cypher is out gambling away all your creds, you just hang back in the ship and sit quietly.
Yeah, just meditating on all these crazy goings on. Especially, I just got a mind link buddy recently, and I'm not stoked about it.
Yeah. Is that what you want to try and meditate on?
Yeah, I think Gorpheus is probably going to focus that as his base and see if there's any connective tissue between any of the happenings going on recently that are defining his current cosmic narrative, as it were.
Tell me what you mean by that.
Yeah, so, obviously Gorpheus believes that all things in the greater infinite universe are connected. And he's feeling a certain presence lately. It feels like things are getting more serious, like something's coming up. And he's wondering if any of the things that have been happening are building up to something. And if anything's connected, but probably using as his primary focus his recent mind meld friend.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and indulge your vice with meditation. And this isn't how this typically happens, but I've got a devil's bargain for you.
Ho, ho, ho.
So you can get a bonus die on your vice indulgence, but the consequence here is you're gonna have a vision even if you overindulge. And it's maybe gonna be one that Gorpheus doesn't particularly enjoy having. Just guessing.
Aw, geez. I wonder what I'm gonna... Yeah, definitely doing it. I'm rolling. I got a 3 and a 4. And I get +1 because I meditated. So it's a total of 8.
So, so that's a total of 5 then that you reduce. So Gorpheus, you meditate and you focus on this strange connection that you've made with this figure on Lithios, too tall, bending in places that he shouldn't have been able to bend, brain matter coming out of his elongated skull. You heard him called Noro. You feel something not right. You feel a connection that is spanning systems. You feel that it is not just with Noro, but with others as well. You see a vision of that figure, Noro, but you also see another strong, ripped with muscles, one feathery blue wing and one leathery white wing spreading out of their incredibly muscled back. A hand that ends in golden talons. You see a third figure, a woman, and she has far too many arms and legs. It is like a human that is also a spider. Not even a spider, a human that is also a millipede. Just far too many limbs. Eyes glowing with potent purple energy. And you see these three figures in communion with one another. You see that Noro is surrounded by ice, frozen spires and shards jutting out of the ground, much like Lithios. You see that the many-armed woman seems as if she is underwater. Her many, many limbs sort of undulating with the tide. And the well-muscled winged figure is only in silhouette, as half of their body is covered in blinding white light, and the other half is in terrible, infinite darkness. You see these three figures. They are talking. You hear that Noro is talking about you, that strangers infiltrated the Lithios chantry. Strangers have taken one of their artifacts. Strangers have made an enemy of the agony. Strangers must pay the ultimate price. And you snap out of your vision.
Oh dear. That's not good. He's got other friends. Alright. Well, I guess I'll go find where everyone's at, or maybe I'll go get my crystal looked at.
You've each discovered something strange and scary. How are you guys feeling?
Guys, I had a great night.
I mean, I learned some fucked up stuff. We're gonna have to blow up the Engineers Guild.
What?
So we're gonna have to go to war with one of the strongest guilds. I'm sorry, guys. They're trying to kill all our butts. But other than that, I had a great night.
Pause first a second. The strongest guild. The Guild of Engineers is the most powerful faction in the game. I just want to be perfectly clear.
Yeah, one of the strongest guilds. It's fine. We're also one of the strongest probably by now.
Wait a second. Okay, I think we're kind of making a bunch of jumps here.
But we'll take care of that later. We've got we'll it'll be on the list.
Also, just so you guys know, remember that creepy Skeletor man we found in Under the Snow?
Yeah.
Yep, I remember him.
I hate that planet.
Yeah, he's got a bunch. So he's got other psychic friends. Yeah, he's like talking to people over Skype. It's not good, man.
Did you join their call on accident?
No, I think I was able to just observe it. They didn't seem to notice me, but I got the impression not super stoked about what happened. He seems pissed. He's telling everyone about it.
My hand's possessed by a weird ghost thing.
What?
Yeah. It made me spill my beer, but it's fine. I got a different one.
Good thing we have a lot of weird magic friends.
Yeah, it is. I figured you could take a look at it. But also, I just need to get my hand fixed because it's injured. So I need to see a doctor.
Oh, same.
Well, I bet the cult could probably look at it when we go to Mem.
Yeah, the for the spirit hand thing. I just mean the literal injury from the last job where I got attacked by Wampnickel.
Oh.
Yeah. No, yeah. Gonna have to take care of that.
Crash, you feel your hand starting to yank you backwards as you're having this discussion with your friends.
Crash, where are you going?
Stay here.
Captain?
Wait, no, we're staying.
No.
What?
Should we
I'm
follow
talking
you?
to the hand. No, hold on. I got it. I yank it back over. I'm like, we'll go over there in a second. Where do you want to go?
And it's like keeps trying to yank and pull you towards the direction of you guys are on your ship towards the like bay doors, and it's almost like threatening to dislocate your shoulder. It's like how violent the motion is.
Guys, I gotta follow the hand.
Oh no, never follow the hand, Captain. Wait, no, just kidding. Always follow the hand. Always follow the hand. That's what I do. I'm sorry. I even thought otherwise.
You follow your hand as it guides you to the bay doors that lead out to the hangar. You get there and your hand just immediately goes to the button that opens up the bay. And the doors open up. And you see standing in front of the Phoenix 13 is the Banshee.
Oh, shit.
Well, Crash. I'm guessing you got my message. And we will pick up from there next time on Escape the Dungeon. Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Nate. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.